Well, the rally on global stock markets over hopes for a coronavirus vaccine has cooled off. Technology shares have also recouped some of their losses of recent days. To get the latest on it all, we can cross over to our business editor, Stephen Carroll. Stephen, firstly, what's happening on the markets today?
So this trend that we saw of investors taking a breather from the rally of recent days is spreading across European and Asian markets today. If we look at what happened, first of all, in Asia in trading earlier, there were some small gains on the Nikkei in Tokyo, but falls across Hong Kong, Shanghai, and on the Kospi in Seoul. And the trends are largely the same as what we'd seen on Wall Street. Those companies that had done particularly well in recent days over optimism about a coronavirus vaccine, think about airlines, for example, they're seeing some of those gains erased. Not all of them, but some of them in trading today. Cathay Pacific, for example, the Hong Kong-based airline, down around 2.5% there a short time ago, whereas the flip side is technology shares are doing better. Those are the ones that had seen losses in recent days. Alibaba, the Chinese technology giant, up 2% in Hong Kong a short time ago. Interesting because, of course, Alibaba also had Singles Day yesterday, which it saw $75 billion worth of sales over November during its Singles Day discount period. But it's also facing fears about new regulation of Chinese technology. So lots of things going on with the Chinese technology sector playing into trading as well. In Europe today, markets starting the day in the red. London, Paris and Frankfurt all down by around 1% at the start of trading. And again, we're seeing that the share sector doing the best across European shares is technology. Travel and leisure not doing so well. Air France, for example, its shares down 1.8% there at the open. Falls too for IAG, the owner of British Airways and Iberia. So essentially what market analysts tell us is that investors are looking a bit more in detail now about the rollout of a coronavirus vaccine and the difficulties there could be logistically in getting it, the doses out to people, but also the storage complications involved in the Pfizer vaccine, which was the one that had sparked this market rally earlier in the week. So investors looking a bit more broadly, I suppose, at what the picture will look like and whether those stay-at-home companies, those technology companies that have done so well in recent months will continue to do such good business into 2021. So they're adjusting their expectations as things develop.
Speaking a little bit of staying at home and how it can impact business, Sony's new PlayStation console goes on sale today. Is that likely to be a big boost for the company?
I mean, they're certainly hoping so. There has been a big increase in video game sales and console purchases this year. So Sony's PlayStation 5 really hoping to capture that market and also continue to propel that boost into 2021. Now, Sony's expecting this to be a record launch for the PS5 based on the pre-orders that they've received. It goes on sale in some of their key markets today, North America notably, the most important market for video game consoles, but also Australia, New Zealand, Japan and South Korea are getting access to the PS5 today. It won't happen for the rest of the world until November 19th. But Sony is projecting that they will sell 7.6 million PS5s by the end of March. That would be better than the previous iteration of this console, the PS4, which launched back in 2013, has since sold more than 110 million consoles, but Sony expecting a strong start for the PS5. They're not the only ones trying to push into this boost in the market, though. Microsoft, its rival, launching its Xbox console earlier in the week, and these companies really duking it out for also the lucrative end-of-year Christmas market, but also to try and cash in on this increase in video game playing. It's a bit more of a financial gamble for Sony because they make up the lion's share of their profits from video gaming and around a third of their overall sales. That's only around 10% for Microsoft, so they have less of their business invested in the success of these consoles. Typically, the PlayStation has outperformed the Xbox in the past. This is a growing market, though. The market analyst Newzoo saying that there are 2.7 billion gamers now in the world. They're seeing the video game console market rise by around 6 to 7% this year to around $45 billion. More time spent at home during lockdowns means more time for people to play video games, and that's something that these companies are certainly hoping to benefit from.
Stephen, thanks very much indeed for that business update. Stephen Carroll there, our business editor.